This isn't just another copy-pasted GPU comparison from some forum post. This video is built from original research. I dove deep into TechRadar, The Verge, TechSpot, NanoReview, Tom's Hardware, and more, all to bring you a fully verified high-precision analysis. The stakes here are real. Choosing between the AMD RX 9070 XT and NVIDIA RTX 5070 Ti isn't about brand loyalty. It's about 4K gaming performance, AI upscaling power, energy efficiency, value per frame, and what you really get for your money. Oh, and I even found that Reddit joke calling the RX 9070 XT the 4080 imposter. So yes, we cover that too. I synthesized all these findings into one unique 3-yak narrative, backed by real benchmarks, architecture breakdowns, and value for money analysis. So you get clarity, not guesses. Now buckle up, because in Act I will unpack the specs and architecture differences. Then Act 2 will go deep into gaming benchmarks, upscaling, power draw, and pricing. Finally, Act 3 brings our verdict with real urgency, because prices shift fast and decisions matter. Let's begin with the heart of the matter, architecture and real performance. Before we chase frame rates and benchmark numbers, let's understand the engine under the hood. The architecture that powers each PU, RX 9070 XT, RDNA 4 Mastery 1. Built on AMD's RDNA 4 architecture, manufactured via TSMC's refined 4nm process, it introduces enhanced 3rd-gen ray tracing accelerators and 2nd-gen AI cores for FEP 16 and INT8 operations, boosting up to 4 throughput for AI tasks. 2. Features: PCI 5 support, DisplayPort 2.1a, HDMI 2.1b, and up to 16 GB GDDR6 memory at 640 GBs bandwidth. 3. Ships with AMD's HyperArc Zone Suite, FSR4 upscaling, Radeon Super Resolution, Boost, Anti-lag 24, and Fluid Motion Frames 2.1. All AI-powered enhancements that transform frame output intelligently. RTX 5070 T. Blackwell and DDR7 Powerhouse 1. Based on NVIDIA's Blackwell architecture, fabricated on a similar advanced node, it boasts GDDR7 memory, clocked at 28 GB piece, delivering around 40% higher bandwidth than RX 9070 XT's GDDR6. 2. Equipped with a staggering 8,960 CUDA cores, 70 ray tracing cores, 280 tensor cores, and ample cache, all enabling DLSS 4, multi-frame generation, and heavy AI acceleration. Think of it like choosing between a high-octane engine with fewer cylinders versus a turbocharged beast with more cylinders. But which gets you to the finish line fastest? We've laid out the raw specs. Now, let's put them on the test track. 4K and 1440p benchmark battles, where architecture meets action. Act 2. Real-world performance and features. Segment 1. 4K and 1440p gaming performance. Now the real duel begins. Benchmarks speak louder than specs. In Hardware Unbox Deep Dive, the RX 9070 XT closed the gap, just 1% behind the RTX 5070 Ti at 4K, averaging 74 vs 75 FPS across multiple titles. At 1440p, NVIDIA pulls ahead by about 6%, but AMD still delivers performance that's shockingly close, especially when you consider the $150 price gap. It's like paying for first class and getting stuck in economy with only a neck pillow difference. Segment 2. Average across 55 games. Let's zoom out. Notebook Check's 55-game benchmark shows the RX 970 XT is just 5% slower than the RTX 5070 Ti at both 1440p and 4K, with massive swings in either direction depending on the game. In Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, Radeon races ahead by 22%, while in unoptimized titles like DTAV, Enhanced, or Gears 5, it can fall 30% behind. So, which side of the scale will your favorite game fall on? That's the million-dollar question. Segment 3. Title by title, hits and misses. TechSpot's detailed tests show dramatic swings. Horizon Forbidden West, RX 9070 XT leads by 11% at 4K. Warhammer III, a 12% gain for Radeon. But then, Rocket League flipped the script. Nvidia surges ahead by 36%. And hold on to your seat. In Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, RX 9070 XT wins big. Radeon beats Nvidia in Rocket League. That's not a typo. Some driver quirks at play. These aren't isolated wins. They're a roller coaster of performance. Ready for ray tracing comparisons? Wait until you see what comes next. Segment 4. Upscaling and ray tracing duel. Now let's talk AI-powered magic. DLSS 4 versus FSR 4. Tech4Gamers data shows RTX 5070Ti's DLSS boosts FPS by up to 70% compared to 50% with FSR 4 and delivers noticeably crisper image quality. AMD pushes back with FSR 4 on RDNA 4, open source with wide game support and often better image sharpness out of the box. But in raw ray tracing frames, Nvidia still has the edge. Think of it like two chefs. One adds sugar, the other adds spice. Which flavor do you taste first? Segment 5. Driver updates. The game changer. Just when you think you know the numbers, driver updates drop. And they flip the script. Hardware Unboxed found the latest ANG drivers boosted RX 9070 XT by 9% at 1440p, surpassing RTX 5070Ti. Key game highlights. CS2 jumps 23%, Spider-Man Remastered skyrockets 27%, and Hogwarts Legacy surges 18%. That's not just patches, that's a performance explosion. So maybe the fight isn't over. Who knows what tomorrow's update will do? Segment 6. Community voice and real player feedback. Gamers in Reddit threads echo the data. RX 9070 XT's raster performance sits just 5% behind, while ray tracing lags at 10-15%, yet many call it a win for its price and features. It all comes down to the price. That one line captures the dilemma. Sorry, benchmarks. Reddit just dropped the mic. Segment 7. Ray tracing realities and game engine glitches. We hit a snag. Tom's Hardware reports severe ray tracing stutter in Unreal Engine 4 games, like The Ascent. Across both GPUs. It might not be the hardware, but the engine itself. Even Nvidia showed artifacts unless DLSS was enabled. This reminds us, real-world gaming has variables beyond just FPS counts. Final verdict. Which GPU should you buy? After all that deep diving into specs, benchmarks, and features, here's the bottom line for gamers in 2025. If you want maximum 4K and 1440p, performance for every dollar spent, the RX 9070 XT is the clear value champion. It gives you about 95% 5070 Ti's power at roughly 80% of the cost, making it the smartest pick if your goal is epic gaming without overspending. But if ray tracing fidelity, DLSS 4's, AI upscaling, and creative workloads like streaming or content creation are high on your list, the RTX 5070 Ti still has the edge, offering smoother ray-traced visuals and better AI acceleration. Just remember, GPU prices shift fast, so check current deals before pulling the trigger. This battle could tilt in either direction with the next driver update or retailer promotion. Gaming is about passion, performance, and making the most of your hard-earned cash. You deserve hardware that pushes your favorite games to their limits without emptying your wallet. You've seen the facts and figures. Now it's your turn to decide what matters most: raw frame rates, AI features, or pure bang for your buck. Because in the end, it's not just about hardware. It's about the moments you create, the victories you earn, and the memories you make. If you found this comparison helpful, don't miss our next deep dive into the Palette RTX 50W series, a GPU that could redefine 2025’s performance landscape. Just click the video on screen right now, and I'll see you there for the ultimate review.